2 is going to go home. And as I said, the thing not bad for Minnesota, 11-7, but again, 1-7 in their last save. Well, for Boston Breach, this has been a standard, a go-to at 10-4.
I mean, that was it LSCLO control where all the drama started early in the year with them?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, it seems so long ago. But into the map 3 we go, and Snoopy trying to find information here mid-map.
I think an important round for him, maybe to just get that gunny going again, like we saw from map 1. 0-8 in map number 2. Oh, well, stop shooting there as Fabe's gonna find it.
That's sort of like the opposite of probably what you want.
Yeah, no, it was exactly the opposite, yeah.
Yeah, like free kill and then not so free. He gets right back off spawn though and picks up 1. So we'll keep an eye on how he does this map. Just a rookie trying to get going off of an 0-8 map 2. Crowd getting going a little bit behind Beans, a little snapper there as he was hit down to 4 HP.
And this is what we saw with Seattle and LA, right? I mean, it was just so many opening B hits, and the offensive team was winning it. Now this point is done. You have a chance to push top hill, work the spawn kills, 2 minutes to work with. Boston already in a very strong position.
Right, it was just all offense in the last series. It was absolutely incredible to watch that play out. We had a weird Asilo yesterday as well that we casted. Beans desperately trying to get eyes on the player below him, but just not happening. Now trying to reposition over the top. Team able to pick up 1. Now the shot's starting to hit. 3 will drop onto the point, make it 4. Good position for Breach to close it out right here.
Yeah, he's got no ammo. He's just got a snipe out. He's got a trophy down, so he's going to try to play his life with 3 players on it. Minnesota, they have to go. The second tick already in. When is the challenge going to come? It's going to be here in time. The SMGs, they find 2, attached with the 3rd, so you are still alive in the round, but already so much work done for Boston.
Yeah, I mean, hell of a retake, but exactly. So much damage has been done. You've got to basically be perfect from this point forward, because you allow any other 3 or 4 down scenario where there's any kind of stack and you're getting smoked, this one is done. That's going to be 2 down, now maybe the opening. Cammy, going to have to go big here with his teammate to try and hold. As multiple coming off the spawn. Should be able to get some damage in. On the cross, it's going to be Bance is able to do it. Cammy will find his kill, 3 down. Once again, rokkr up to the task.
Yeah, and I thought this round was potentially over right there. I mean, you had Fame in the base, you had Attach, who was able to get taken down. Awakening now in the tower. Maybe this is the chance. Is Boston going to be on the point, putting no pressure through bar, just leaving it, going right over towards the arch side. Snoopy does get taken down. Beats there for the trade. Another retake for Minnesota. They are hanging on by a thread, and that's going to be all 4 dead.
Yeah, that thread is just, it feels like getting thinner and thinner, but they've done just enough to continue to hold. Now taking a bit of a different angle here, wrapping around the other side. The all-on onslaught, not going to be the case. They know they got 1 more real crack at this, trying to make sure they develop this as best they can. Nice win from Crimp. Can be deleted. 20 to go. Another win there from Beans. Attach, can't quite finish it. Can't finish either. Beans able to go big. The only person that gets the kill is going to be Cammy on the other side. Onto the point. Go Boston. And it took, what, like 4 more hits after they got down to that final tick, but they're able to do it, John.
I think the issue for Minnesota, I mean, great retakes for them, but the opening kills were never there, right? You never had that player in bar finding a kill or 2, top window finding a kill. Just, you know, the subs being annoying in the base of Boston. Boston always found that initial that allowed them to get their push through middle of the map. That's usually the toughest part about a Asilo control on offense. As soon as there's a sub in your face, good luck, it is difficult.
It felt like one of those times you watch a team play Hardpoint and they're breaking so well but can't hold a single thing. Like, what should be easier, they just were not able to do. Bance, though, he is continuing off of his nice map, too. I know they lose that first round, but he goes 8-5, leading the way for his team. Maybe a confidence booster there in the search and destroy.
And why not? Let's go B right off the start. Everyone else is doing it. It's been working. And Boston deal with the first push. Maybe with Snoopy's first blood, they should. Attach with some nice beams.
It's just funny for so long. It's hey, right? Be the final site to get. It has been shifted here at Champs.
I mean, every now and then you threw it, your first push over towards a more difficult site to capture, but today has been an anomaly, but it looks like Boston holding on, and that is due to Snoopy 4 off the start.
Attach just trying to stay up as nades hitting from everywhere, and eventually he falls to Vance. trying to get out to tower. He'll have an AR in hand for now. That nade just right in his pocket. Beautiful toss there from Beans.
And this is the issue when you go B and it does not work early, right? You spend so much time and now there's only 20 seconds left to try and work this A zone. Boston going to shift on over and they're absolutely going to play with it. But that first kill I talked about, Kremp, he gets taken down by Bans. Maybe that's the opening that Minnesota needs.
Cammy with a follow-up. Bans looking for the angle, just the smoke from the nades, making it so tough to actually get a line of sight on. Attach finding another. Bench is finding this angle through. More progress today. Halfway to that third bit. That'll be done. Extra minute put on, minute 22 now to work with. The Snoopy's getting kills mid-map, and you look to layer this now if you're a rokkr.
Yeah, Boston thought about maybe trying to go for that retake, but the nades were on point for Minnesota. There was no trophy down. So you're going to have one player pushed up over towards white. That's going to be Awakening. Dealing with the players off of spawn, trying to push them over towards that A side of the map. Where is the push going to come through? It looks like it's going to come through lockers for Minnesota. Tatch is going to find the first. You have one player sneaking around in their base. That's going to be Snoopy trying to find a kill. But the push is on towards his teammates. So it's on to Awakening and Snoopy for now. They're at least find one kill, does Awakening, but his teammates, nowhere to be found.
They're still trying to hunt out Awakening. That's Bance has been trying to find him. Halfway to that second bit of progress. Beans with a nice one in the backside of it. You still have Cammy, who's on that point. Awakening gets another kill. Wins a big one versus Bance on the far side of it, so stays alive for that collective pinch.
I mean, it's great, but you give up 2 ticks, right? It's just difficult once you get put in that position. Nice job by Beans. Nice patience to find that kill onto Attach. I mean, if Attach finds that one, that might be the round done. And see in the top right, the entire team for Boston on a spree right now. Slaying well, 25 seconds to go. You have a couple of players pushed on up for Minnesota, but Kremp just lurking. Trying to hunt down rokkr.
So little time to go. We'll see if anybody can get there. Nobody close. You have to win some insane fights if you're going to make the push. You've still got Beans who's waiting deep. Another one drops, make it 2. Both will fall. Nobody close outside of Fame, who might be able to get on the point for a second, but then good luck. You should get swarmed. The trade is in. It's another round for Breach.
First defensive round win of the day here on LSCLO.
Yeah.
They do get 2 ticks, but some pivotal fights by Beans, and then Awakening just, I mean, playing his life. And sometimes it can be a little bit detrimental when your teammates are dying. It's just sort of like you're just being ignored. But when his teammates are finding those kills, it kind of puts them to have to go over towards Awakening. He was playing his life.
We see it so often, whether it's like, getting pushed up towards the green or getting pushed up like towards hillside on the other end of it. Like, what value can you find? How many heads can you turn? How annoying can you be? Seemed a little scary for a moment. Oh, that nade comes through. That should get the kill. Bance gets deleted, but the nade on point. Nice snap there from Snoopy. Trying to work back into it after the goose egg in that map too. So far, so good. The team with the 2-0 edge.
Yeah, Beans able to find Fame again, finding that first sub in your base. And now Snoopy's just gonna try to play for players off of spawn. You have one player on B, so just pausing that clock and times it well. Able to find Fame. Who knew he was coming up off spawn, finds that kill. You have Cammy working the pinch, working the flank, but can they find Bance and Attach? Trades going down over towards that B zone, but they are favoring Boston right now.
Cammy able to get one. The beams are there. Actually takes down a second, but the angle from Beans will drop him. Now to Fame's POV we go. Just all the utilities soaring through him and trying to get away with his life. It's 45 now on the clock. B looks like it should be done. Seems like you're probably giving that up if you are rokkr. You've got to. Now, how does this transition go for Breach? How do you deal with it if you're rokkr? Who's on hill? That's going to be Bance. It's kind of working to maybe make the pinch through.
Yeah, this time though, Attach, able to find that first kill. You have radio tower control. Can you get your teammates out of the spawn? It looks like Fame, he's going to be safe for now. Bance, and he's also going to be able to win that. I thought maybe he was going to have a sub, but here we go. To 2 versus 2 right now. But Attach has been so crucial in these moments, but he's going to be the last player alive, just trying to buy time.
Well, he's doing that good job of that. Is Cammy able to get back into it? Beans, though, the tags at long range are there. +5 for him at 14 and 9. Now you've got a minute to work with. You have a slight lives edge as well. Awakening and Beans just cutting them through on the cross on spawn. It's got to be frustrating if you're rokkr just trying to get through. Now you'll be spawning out the other side due to Awakening's position. And see how you get back into the action if you were Cammy.
That's like, do you want to leave him, take the 3-on-4? Looks like they're trying to hunt him down again, so gonna put him back on the respawn timer. Here comes the push, 40 seconds left. Awakening just trying to find anything that he can. There is the setup, trying to buy time. Wasn't enough. Oh, well, Bance with the knife, able to just finesse and play his life. But again, it is down to attach and Cammy off of spawn.
Yeah, Cammy, this might be the first time he's gotten near the objective in the last minute of gameplay. They both combined to take him out. Bance attach on the feet. 5 in a row now for attach. I thought maybe number 6, but nope, Snoopy digs him an early grave. Progress is there for Boston. Cammy, finally he gets back into the mix. He says, hola, Cammy is here. The triple through, not quite able to get the 4th, but after that frustrating sequence you had for Cammy, he just pops off on the point. 9 versus 9, the lives department. Fame gives rokkr the edge. They got to get the hold here. It's a map win for Breach.
It's looking good so far. Snoopy able to get pushed on up, and well, now that is 2 dead. 2 dead for rokkr. Beans now onto the point. He does get cut down, but Snoopy able to find 2. That's going to be all 4. That might be the map.
1.3 on the clock. It's surging quickly with the stack, and the map is done. Breach come out and get the 3-0.
I don't know what is going on today, but teams are having a tough time on defense.
Real tough time, yeah. Like, it has just been a nightmare. I mean, it was a good job just kind of getting them pinned back. I mean, I think you see the frustration for Cammy.
It was like, I got 3, then what happened?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and before that, like, he was just in the cycle, like, just couldn't really get back to the actual play. As it was either Awakening or Beans getting shots at him on cross, I think 3 or 4 times, just trying to get back to help his team. He got cut down. But now you take the lead 2-1. You've taken both of the respawns. If you are Breach, a chance to close it out with a 3rd respawn on the map 4. But statistically, anything really pop off the page for you, Joe?
I mean, not much. I mean, pretty even across the board. Obviously, Fame 12 and 21. And I just think there were some moments for him where he was pushed up bar. Maybe if he finds that initial kill, right, you get pushed up towards that dumpster. It could be the annoying sub in the base of the attackers. But it just never really happened. I guess you just have to give props to the Boston team, because it was the opposite. Every time they got pushed up, yeah, you were finding the spawn kills, give yourself map control.
I don't think rokkr had that once, right? Like, where you actually just got pushed up defensively, made it so that you kind of have to win 2 big fights if you're going to get any kind of progress. Like, it was always just like they were playing defense from so deep. You got 2 or 3 kills and you were getting objective progress, like, every time. Just little by little, they tear them down. And as Breach do it, I mean, I think we thought either team obviously could win this particular matchup, but Breach coming out in front thus far.
Now here's the end of that 3rd round. Vance maybe just buying enough time, but Snoopy with that 1 spawn kill and then allows himself for the pinch. And yeah, Cammy behind this 3-piece. This is when they finally got pushed up, right? This is where you saw Fame over towards Kegs, and he's giving the comms. All right, they're all working towards that flank. Cammy was able to find the first, but then the kills come in. You deal with the player. Who was that? That was Bance, who dies at the tower. And I think that's the key play, because that player at the tower, we know how annoying that is to deal with.
Yeah.
And as soon as he gets taken down, that opens up so many angles for the offensive team.
Being the passion on the main stage, he is fired up. You saw it in the map 1 as well. They're close. 1 more map and they continue on this loser's bracket. Some frustrations there from Bance. He is animated after that map. You see, he is pissed with how that one played out. I mean, it looked like a frustrating map from just to play from that side. Like, it did not look like they were having a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, but there's the ARs. Beans 19 and 12, Awakening 17 and 11. And just props to their offenses, just right from the get-go, capturing that B point, knowing how to execute over towards A, keeping those players trapped in the spawn. Minnesota-rokkr could not deal with it. Or